What's your style? No, really, what's your behavioral style? Do you know how you operate best in communicating and building rapport with others? Well, hey, I'm Jennie Wolek here, Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Wolek Group, Keller Williams Realty. And I have learned over the years that as I have become more self aware with who I am and how I best communicate, my relationships have deepened and I've actually had more success in my personal and business life. Now, doesn't that sound great? Well, see, I was trained years ago in the D.I.S.C, the D.I.S.C. That's a behavioral assessment that I learned and tapped into. Now, there are many out there that could work for you just as long as you understand them and use them for good. And so, what I learned with the D.I.S.C, we are all versions of these different styles, and many times we're blended. And what ends up happening is the dominant letter that you are becomes really how you show up in society and in your natural state. And so I just want to cover these 4 letters so that you have a good understanding of who you are. And then that helps you better connect and build rapport with your clients. And that's what it's all about, helping your people and meeting your people where they are so that you can help them also achieve their real estate goals. Now, a high D simply means that they are a doer, they are direct, they are decisive. Those are the positives. Now, sometimes with each of these behavioral styles, there's also a perceived negative side as well. So maybe you know some high Ds, and those are the positive attributes. And then the downside could be that they are seen to be domineering or demanding. Now, if you are a high D, you just know how to work those in the right situation, and you may need to adapt your style with other behavioral styles that are around you. Now, a high I is inspiring, interactive, interesting, and they could also be seen by others that they're impulsive or maybe even irritating. Now, the next letter is the S. So the S could be seen as stable, supportive, and sincere. And the downside of an S could be that others might see you as slow and sensitive. So consider all of these when you're working through yourself and others, right? Now, the C is compliant. They are cautious and careful and conscientious. And the other side of the C could be that they're calculating or even condescending. So, do you know your style? Do you know your teammates or your family members or your friends' styles? Because it really does help when you do, and therefore you can mirror and match them when you're working to, again, connect and work through helping them with their goals. Now, one thing I want to point out to you in society, see, in real estate, for some reason, there are so many high Ds, and I'm sure that you know many of them. If you're like me, that's who we tend to hang out with, right? The doers, the people who get stuff done. Well, in all of society, the high D is only 3%. Now, of course, with that style, those are typically going to be people who are CEOs or entrepreneurs, people who can on their own get stuff done. Now, the I, which is the influencing person, there's 11% of those in society. And the S, it's the bulk of our population. They are at 69%. So you high Ds may need to slow it down a little bit to get what you want with some others whenever they're not your same style, right? And then the C, those are our calculating and compliant people. That's 17% of our society. So think about who you are and how you show up, and being open to asking great questions to understand and gather information about who your clients are. And sometimes inside of a partnership of buyers or sellers, you may have both styles. And so you yourself may need to adapt to show up for them, because that's what it's all about. It's all about allowing them to feel comfortable and confident that you got their back. I will most likely do a D.I.S.C class here in the near future. So make sure you are subscribed to my Facebook page, Your Journey with Jennie, the group, and also online so that you get all the info. Let me know what you think about the D.I.S.C and how you use it in your business. Talk to you soon. Bye.